Hey, wow, it has been a day of technological scariness. All right. Hey guys, I'm Casey Arndt from AttractWithCasey.com, and I help network marketers grow their businesses online. And I'm super psyched that you're here. If you are struggling to grow your network marketing business online, if you haven't even started, if you have started but it's not going so well, not like you expected it to, I want to help you out. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing Attraction Marketing 101. Today we've got part one. We're going to cover 3 topics, and real quick, I'm going to give those to you. The first one is thinking with your heart versus your wallet, and why that's important, why it's effective, and it is effective. This is all about testing, and you can test it out for yourself. Number 2 is you've got to decide on your target market. We're going to talk about how to do that, and next time we'll talk a lot more about how to reach them. And third, we're going to talk about why automation is awesome. So those are going to be our 3 topics for today. I'll have 3 more topics for you next week. Next week, we'll go live on Tuesday versus Wednesday because I'm getting on an airplane and I'm flying to Canada. I've got a race up there. It's going to be awesome to leave this Texas heat behind for a little while and get to some cooler weather up there in British Columbia. So I'm super excited about that, and I'll try to post some photos while I'm gone. So anyway, thanks for being on. Please leave comments and questions as we go along. I would love to fill in any gaps that you feel like I'm leaving, things that are coming up for you, problems that you've had, and I love answering questions. Super love questions. So feel free to drop me a PM or just drop something in the comments if something catches your eye, you hear something, you say something, and you're like, wow, I want to know more about that, okay? All right, so topic number 1, thinking with your heart versus your wallet, or why this is important. Okay, I think I may have talked about this before. It's a lesson that I've been learning on and off. I'm kind of a loner. I don't know about you. I kind of like to do my own thing, so when I'm interacting with somebody, often it can get to, I'm taking time to interact with you because, well, I need something. And not just because I like you or I think that it's worth spending time on human interaction. All right, so that's a trap that I fall into frequently. I don't know, if drop me a 1 if that's something that you guys fall into. Those of us who kind of exist online a lot, maybe that's a common thing. I don't know, maybe I'm just a weirdo and it's just me. So anyway, we joined network marketing because a lot of us do, at least, to make money, not necessarily because we just want to make hundreds of friends. Some people do, and they're super successful, but some of us are just out there to make some money. So when you have that in your mind, when you're writing something or when you're interacting with someone online, what's going to come out is, hey, let me tell you about my company, and maybe you'll want to join me. And the other person's thinking, no, I don't want to join you. I want to tell you about my company, and maybe you'll join me. So they're automatically not going to listen to you. And the only way that you're going to get people to join you or buy from you or trust you or consume anything that you have of value is to make some sort of connection. So you've got to make that connection on the online world just like you do in the real world first off. All right? So, if you're going to go old school and you're going to knock your grocery cart into some random person who just seems kind of friendly while you're at the grocery store, the next words out of your mouth can't be, hey, do you want to join my company? They have to be, some small talk. You got to make a connection. So you got to do the same thing online as well. And this really came home to me this week. So my company is opening in Germany in September, so I'm super excited to try to find some team members over there because I really feel like this is a great opportunity and it's super awesome to be in there in the first weeks, right? So who wouldn't want to jump in on that? So I found this website purely by chance where you can actually talk to network marketers from different places. You can find people who are just in Germany. So I thought, well, this is great. I'll just message 30, 40, 50 people who are in network marketing in Germany and have them come to some of these meetings and see how great our company is, and of course they're going to want to join. So, if I can just get this meeting information in front of them, they're going to want to go. So I sent all these messages, and I'm going to let you guys guess how many responses I got. Go ahead and type it in the comments. Sent out 40 messages, Yeah, right. I got 0. No responses. Nobody came back. I'm like, well, my company is amazing. There's going to be these meetings. I'm willing to send you some more info. Just message me back. You're going to want to get in on this ground floor opportunity. Yeah, no responses. So I started messaging with this guy who messaged me from that website, just not from Germany, just kind of a random guy who thought that he would connect with me. And his connection was different. It was, hey, I'd love to tell you about my company. Maybe you could tell me about yours. Would you like to chat? I got on Facebook Messenger. Like 20 minutes in, we're just chatting, helping each other out. And I finally said, hey, how do you use this website to actually, connect with people? Like, how do I use this? Because it's not working for me so far. And he put together a video for me, posted it to YouTube, sent me the link, and I didn't buy anything from him. I'm like, hey, this is really cool. Thanks a lot for all the help. And that was kind of the end of our interaction. I friended him on Facebook, so hopefully we'll interact later. But, he really did me a huge favor in helping me to figure out this website. And what I figured out is it is about connections. So if I want to grow a relationship with people in Germany, I can't just blow them away with my company details and say, hey, you want to get in on this opportunity. I should say, hey, I'm from US, you're from Germany, that's really cool. Why don't you tell me what you're doing? Just start a conversation. Don't ask for anything right off the bat until you've given something away. So, it's really not different online versus offline, and it's taken me some time to figure this out. So I'm learning, I'm getting a little bit less selfish as we go. So if you think with your heart, like really think about, okay, I want to make 5 new connections with people and see if they're cool folks. I want to find some people that are just fun and start talking to them. So that's number 1. So number 1, think with your heart, not your wallet. Number 2 is you've got to decide on your target market. There's a ton of stuff you can do out here online. The question is, who do you want to reach? Because everybody is not your prospect. An 18-year-old is not necessarily a good prospect for a 65-year-old. Somebody who really is into moms probably shouldn't be connecting with old CEOs or something who are men. So you really want to find your niche, find what they're interested in, people that you resonate with, people that you would naturally gravitate toward if there was just a big group of random people. Who would you go talk to and who would listen to you? Make those your people, make that your flock, and go find them online. So you want to find them because you need to know how to talk to them, and you need to give them stuff that they find really valuable. So if you want to sell products, you want to sell an opportunity, maybe you even want to market something that every network marketer could use as a tool. Something I've been prospected with several times in the last couple weeks is this like proximity advertiser thing. I'm an iPhone user, so it doesn't work for me, but that's kind of a tool that a lot of network marketers could use, and so network marketers would be a good market for that. If you have a weight loss product, people who want to lose weight are obviously a good market for that. So you want to kind of have a general idea of what it is that you're trying to market. Are you trying to market your product? Are you primarily trying to market your opportunity? That's a little trickier. Are you trying to market a tool? The product and the tool are generally going to open doors more than just leading straight with the opportunity. So I don't necessarily recommend leading with that. But you want to provide value to whoever your market is going to be. And you got to go after the right people. So there's 3 types of people that are going to be right for the picking. And the question is, how quickly are they going to act? And how many of them are there out there? So the number 1 best ones to go after are the ones who have bought something similar in the past. So if you're marketing weight loss products, then you might go after people who have used Jenny Craig before, or have been in Weight Watchers, or used Shakeology or something like that, some weight loss product, because they're more likely to try another one because they already have a history of buying those things instead of trying to just figure it out on their own. You could target people who just need what you're selling, regardless of whether they have bought in the past or not. So they might be less likely to buy. They don't have a buying history, but they might need what you have. And if they know that they need what you have, then you can offer something that they would see as a solution. And that's the way you can reach them and offer them some value. And then ultimately, you know, make them see that your product is a good option. Now, the last set of folks is a very tiny number, but they are totally ready to buy because they're already looking for your product or opportunity or tool by name. So they're actually like searching on it. So they want to find you because you have the thing that they want. They already know what they want and they're looking straight for it. So if you can figure out which of those 3 types of people you're looking for and what is the target that they are after, then you can figure out how to talk to them. So, you know, let's say, you know, in the world of cold prospecting, they say everybody is a prospect. Well, okay, maybe somebody you didn't expect to be a prospect turns out to be a prospect. That kind of validates that view. But, you know, if you can reach the billion people on Facebook, you know, you don't need to reach a billion people. Even if you reach only 100,000 people, that's a ton of prospects. So you want it to be the right 100,000. You want to increase your chances of hitting people who are really ready to do whatever you want. So if we take it down to the grocery store situation, you know, if I'm a triathlon coach and I go ramming my cart into random people who kind of look fit, well, maybe I'm going to meet somebody. Maybe it's an overweight person who's doing it to lose weight. You know, I missed out on them. But that's okay, you know, but those are still, you know, they might not be interested. They might not even know what triathlon is. If I want to make sure I'm going to catch people who are interested in what I got to offer, I'm going to look at what they're wearing. If they're wearing a triathlon event shirt, I know they do triathlons. They probably really want what I have. They have a history of triathlon, and I can tell just by what they're wearing. All right, so they're the ones I want to crash my cart into and start a conversation. So go out there and you want to start conversations with people who are already interested in what you have. And what's really cool is there's tons and tons of people on Facebook, and Facebook knows a ton about those people. If you have never run an ad before, I'm telling you, you have no idea how much Facebook knows about people. You can find all the people who have ever liked the Jenny Craig page, and you can target them, for example. So you can try a whole bunch of different markets and see which ones are ripe and ready for what you have to offer. So that's a really great way to reach your target audience. Now that kind of leads us into automation, which is what's really awesome about online stuff, is that there's so many things that you can set up to work for you while you're off doing something else, while you're sleeping, while you're cooking, while you're spending time with your family, while you're working another job. I mean, this stuff can work 24/7 around the world for you, finding people, giving them value that they're looking for, and then having them start to reach out to you for more information. So they're qualifying your prospects for you while you're not even doing anything. You've just got it out there, sorting and sifting for you. And this is really awesome because if you think about traditional cold prospecting, you know, you're going to have to talk to like 20 people before you get one that might join you. And, you know, you might talk to 50 people before you even get 20 people who will even listen to what you have to say. So, you know, that's going to cost you a lot of time. You know, if you're going to talk to 20 people, I mean, you can't even imagine that's going to take only 20 hours. Think about how long it took you to drive to the place, to talk to them, to drive home, to follow up with them on the phone. All that stuff, it takes a lot of time, and a lot of that is happening in the evening hours when you could have been at home with your family doing stuff that you want to do. But instead, you're out. Right? So it's not a home business anymore if you are out of the house doing it all the time. So if you want people to come to you, you got to automate some of this. So if we go back to point number 1, which is you got to lead with your heart and not your wallet, then the way you're going to connect with these people is to offer them value. This could be a blog post on a topic that's really important. It could be a Facebook Live, just like this one. Hey, thanks, Nicole. Yeah, those old ways, they don't work that well, right? So, you know, who wants to be out there beating the streets for people when you can put stuff out on the internet that they can find? Now, the question is how they're going to find it. And there are free ways, there are paid ways that you can do that. It just depends on how many people you want to reach, how fast you want to reach them, and how plentiful they are where you're looking for them. So there's a lot of different ways of doing this. some people like Pinterest. It's kind of a search engine with pictures. Some people like to use Facebook ads. Some people want to use YouTube videos and have viral content that people are going to share with each other. You can do that on Facebook also. You can also use groups that have provocative names that people are going to be able to find. I have a great friend who does coaching, and she's got cash and travel in her group name, so she attracts people who want to have a home business because they love to travel, and all the content that's in there is goes in that direction. So there's nothing on her group that you have to pay for, but man, if you really resonate with her and you want more stuff, she will offer you coaching and help you get to where you're trying to get to. So that's the idea that we're talking about. Have kind of a landing place that's got tons of value that just kind of pulls people in, and they start to trust you as an expert. They like what you have to say, they resonate with you, they start to follow you, and then if you've got some way to finally pull in their contact information, then you continue to offer value until they're ready to join you, make a purchase, whatever it is that you've got to offer. So ultimately what we do in network marketing, it's all about duplication. And right here, I'm trying to duplicate for you guys, right? I have learned how to duplicate, how to do stuff online, and now I'm teaching you how to do it. So you can go and do the same thing, right? You can go and use all your online tools to help your group to duplicate. It really does work. So, if you want to know more about what I'm doing, just take a scroll through my fan page, see what's going on there. My blog is kind of in the infancy stage right now, but you can go and see what's going on there. If you want to contact me and ask me more questions about how this all works, you can hit up my blog. There's a contact and also a coaching link there. You can get a 30-minute Zoom coaching call if you want, or just shoot me an email. You can also PM me right here on Facebook. And if you want to learn more but you're not ready to contact a person, it's totally fine. You can click on the link that's here by the video, either above or below, and it's going to give you 10 days of emails with these great videos from my friend Fernie telling you all about attraction marketing. And a lot of what we talked about today is going to be in there. We'll also talk a little bit more next week, but if you want to have it in written form and really just be able to pour over it and look at it and figure out how it might work with what you're doing, how maybe if you're already doing stuff online, how it fits or doesn't fit, then you can do that, and then I will follow up with you later on via email after that 10 days is over. So go ahead and click that link. Contact me if you want to. Again, I love questions. Leave questions in the comments or in a personal message. I would love to tell you more about how attraction marketing can work for you. So if you tell me a little bit about what you're doing, what you're hoping for, I would definitely love to help you out. I love answering questions and teaching, so it's right in my alley. Hit me up, and you guys have a great day. I'm going to see you again here next Tuesday. Hopefully technology will be less of an issue at that time. I'm on the world's most ancient iPad right now, but at least it's working, all right? So hang in there with me. Thanks for being here, and I will talk to you next week. Take care.